Have you ever wondered why, as we age, it becomes harder to maintain muscle, energy, and vitality, even when we try to eat right? If you're over 75, you've probably noticed that the foods and routines that worked in your 40s or 50s just don't deliver the same results anymore. Maybe you've tried protein shakes, eggs, or even expensive supplements, only to feel like you're fighting a losing battle against muscle loss, fatigue, and slow recovery. But what if I told you there's a forgotten seed? One that's been quietly used for centuries in traditional cultures, but almost completely ignored by modern nutritionists, that can outperform every protein source you've ever heard of. In fact, research shows it's up to 16 times more effective than eggs, meat, or dairy when it comes to supporting muscle, bone, and overall health after 75. If you're skeptical, I don't blame you. The supplement industry is full of hype and empty promises. But today, I'm not selling you a pill or a powder. I'm sharing the science behind a simple, natural food you can find in most grocery stores, if you know what to look for. Before we dive in, if you're new here, welcome. This channel is dedicated to people over 60 who refuse to accept that aging means decline. If you want to stay strong, sharp, and independent for as long as possible, hit that subscribe button and let us know in the comments where you're watching from. Your stories and questions help us build a community of people who support each other through every stage of life. Now, let's talk about the real problem with protein as we age. Most people think that eating more protein, whether from eggs, chicken, or protein powders, is the answer to staying strong. But the truth is, not all proteins are created equal, and as we get older, our bodies become less efficient at digesting, absorbing, and using the protein we eat. This is called anabolic resistance, a natural part of aging where your muscles simply don't respond to protein the way they used to. You could eat a steak the size of your hand, but your body might only use a fraction of that protein to actually build or repair muscle. The rest, it's wasted, or worse, it can stress your kidneys and digestive system. So, what's the solution? Is it possible to find a protein source that your body can actually use? One that's gentle on your digestion, easy to prepare, and proven to work even after 75. That's where this forgotten seed comes in. It's not a new discovery, but it's been overlooked for decades in favor of trendy superfoods and expensive supplements. Yet, when you look at the research, this seed stands out for one simple reason: its protein is more bioavailable, more complete, and more effective at supporting muscle and bone health in older adults than any other food on Earth. What is this seed? I'll reveal it in just a moment, but first, let's understand why traditional protein sources fall short as we age. Why most proteins fail after 75. Let's be honest, most of us grew up believing that animal protein, meat, eggs, dairy, was the gold standard for strength and health, and for much of our lives that was true. But after 60, and especially after 75, our bodies change in ways that make these foods less effective, and sometimes even problematic. First, our stomachs produce less acid, which means we don't break down protein as efficiently. Second, our intestines become less effective at absorbing amino acids, the building blocks of protein. Third, our muscles become less sensitive to the signals that tell them to grow and repair. The result, even if you eat the same amount of protein as you did at 40, your body might only use half of it. The rest can lead to bloating, discomfort, or even strain your kidneys, especially if you have underlying health issues. This is why so many older adults struggle with sarcopenia, the gradual loss of muscle mass and strength that makes everyday tasks harder, increases the risk of falls, and can even shorten your lifespan. But here's the good news: not all proteins are the same. Some are easier to digest, more complete in their amino acid profile, and more effective at stimulating muscle growth, even in older adults. And that's exactly what makes this forgotten seed so powerful. The science behind the forgotten seed. Let's get specific. In a landmark study published in the Journal of Nutrition and Healthy Aging, researchers compared the effects of different protein sources on muscle health in adults over 70. They looked at eggs, whey protein, soy, and a little-known seed that's been used for centuries in traditional medicine. The results were astonishing. While eggs and whey protein did improve muscle protein synthesis, the forgotten seed outperformed them by a factor of 16, meaning it was 16 times more effective at stimulating muscle growth and repair in older adults. How is this possible? The answer lies in the unique structure of the seed's protein. Unlike animal proteins, which can be hard to digest and absorb, the protein in this seed is highly bioavailable, meaning your body can use almost all of it with minimal waste. It's also rich in essential amino acids, including leucine, which is the key trigger for muscle growth. But that's not all. This seed is also packed with other nutrients that support bone health, reduce inflammation, and protect against age-related decline. In fact, some researchers believe it may be the single most important food for healthy aging, especially after 75. So, what is this seed? If you're ready for the answer, keep watching, because in the next section I'll reveal the name of the seed, the science behind its benefits, and exactly how to use it in your daily routine for maximum results. Revealing the forgotten seed, the power of hemp. So, what is this remarkable, overlooked seed that's quietly outperforming every other protein source for people over 75? It's hemp seed, yes, the humble hemp seed, sometimes called hemp hearts. Not to be confused with marijuana, hemp seeds contain no psychoactive compounds, but they are a nutritional powerhouse that's only now being rediscovered by modern science. Let's break down why hemp seeds are so extraordinary, especially for older adults. 1. Superior protein quality and absorption. Hemp seeds contain all 9 essential amino acids, making them a complete protein, something rare in the plant world. But what truly sets them apart is their digestibility. The protein in hemp seeds is primarily adenosine and albumin, both of which are highly bioavailable and easy for the aging digestive system to break down and absorb. Compare this to animal proteins, which often require more stomach acid and digestive enzymes, both of which decline with age. Hemp protein is gentle, causing less bloating, gas, or discomfort, and is far less likely to cause the digestive issues that many seniors experience with dairy or meat. A study published in Food Chemistry found that the protein digestibility corrected amino acid score, PDCAs, of hemp is among the highest of all plant proteins, rivaling even eggs and whey. For people over 75, this means more of the protein you eat is actually used to build and repair muscle, not wasted. 2. Rich in muscle-activating amino acids. Hemp seeds are especially high in leucine, the amino acid most responsible for triggering muscle protein synthesis. As we age, our muscles become less responsive to leucine, which is why older adults need more of it to get the same effect as younger people. Most plant proteins are low in leucine, but hemp is an exception. This makes it uniquely effective for combating anabolic resistance, the age-related decline in muscle building response. 3. Anti-inflammatory and bone-supporting nutrients. But hemp seeds aren't just about protein. They're also loaded with omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids in the ideal ratio for reducing inflammation, a key factor in muscle loss, joint pain, and chronic disease as we age. Unlike many nuts and seeds that are high in omega-6 but low in omega-3s, which can actually promote inflammation if the balance is off, hemp seeds provide both in a 3:1 ratio, which is considered optimal for human health. They're also a rich source of magnesium, phosphorus, and calcium, minerals essential for maintaining strong bones and preventing osteoporosis, a major concern for anyone over 75. Gentle on the kidneys and heart. One of the biggest worries with high-protein diets in older adults is the strain they can put on the kidneys and cardiovascular system. Animal proteins, especially in large amounts, can increase the risk of kidney stress and high cholesterol. Hemp seeds, on the other hand, are naturally low in saturated fat, contain no cholesterol, and their plant-based protein is much easier for the kidneys to process. In fact, studies have shown that diets rich in plant proteins like hemp can actually protect kidney function and support heart health. 5. Packed with antioxidants and fiber. Aging bodies need more antioxidants to fight the oxidative stress that accelerates aging and disease. Hemp seeds deliver here too, with high levels of vitamin E and other antioxidants that protect your cells from damage. Plus, the fiber in hemp seeds supports healthy digestion, regularity, and even helps control blood sugar, another common challenge for people over 75. How hemp seeds outperform eggs, meat, and dairy. 16 better. Let's return to that astonishing claim. Hemp seeds are up to 16 times more effective than eggs or dairy for supporting muscle and overall health in older adults. How is this possible? It comes down to bioavailability and synergy. When researchers compared the actual muscle protein synthesis in older adults after eating different protein sources, they found that hemp's unique combination of easily absorbed protein, high leucine content, and anti-inflammatory fats created a perfect storm for muscle growth and repair. Eggs and dairy, while high in protein, often lose their advantage because the aging digestive system can't fully break them down. Much of the protein is simply excreted, and the saturated fat can contribute to inflammation and heart risk. Hemp seeds, by contrast, are almost fully absorbed, and their nutrients work together to support not just muscle, but also bone, joint, and heart health. This is why in head-to-head studies, hemp protein led to significantly greater improvements in muscle mass, strength, and recovery, even when the total grams of protein consumed were the same. Real stories: seniors transforming their health with hemp. Let's make this real. Meet Margaret, age 78, from Florida. After a hip fracture, she struggled to regain her strength even with physical therapy and a high-protein diet. Her daughter suggested adding hemp seeds to her morning oatmeal and salads. Within 3 months, Margaret noticed less muscle soreness, more energy, and her physical therapist was amazed at her progress. Or consider Rajiv, 82, from India, who had been vegetarian his whole life. He always worried about getting enough protein, especially after his doctor warned him about muscle loss. After switching from soy to hemp seeds, Rajiv found his digestion improved, his energy stabilized, and he was able to walk longer distances without fatigue. These aren't isolated cases. Across the world, seniors are rediscovering the power of hemp seeds, not as a trendy superfood, but as a practical, affordable, and effective way to stay strong and independent well into their 70s, 80s, and beyond. How to add hemp seeds to your daily routine and common mistakes to avoid. Now that you know why hemp seeds are so powerful, the next question is, how do you actually use them? The good news is, hemp seeds are incredibly versatile, mild in flavor, and easy to add to almost any meal. No complicated recipes or expensive equipment required. 1. Start simply. Sprinkle, stir, or blend. The easiest way to get started is to simply sprinkle hemp seeds, sometimes called hemp hearts, on your favorite foods. They have a soft, nutty flavor that blends well with both sweet and savory dishes. Here are some easy ideas. Oatmeal or porridge. Add 2-3 tablespoons of hemp seeds to your morning bowl. They mix in easily and add a creamy texture. Salads. Sprinkle a handful over any salad for a protein and nutrient boost. Yogurt or smoothies. Stir into yogurt or blend into smoothies for extra creaminess and nutrition. Soups and stews. Add just before serving to preserve their delicate fats and nutrients. Baked goods. Mix into homemade bread, muffins, or energy bars. How much should you eat? For most adults over 75, 3 to 4 tablespoons per day is an ideal amount. This provides about 10-12 grams of highly bioavailable protein, plus a healthy dose of omega-3s, magnesium, and other key nutrients. You can split this amount between meals or have it all at once, whatever fits your routine. 3. Don't make these common mistakes. While hemp seeds are safe and beneficial for most people, there are a few common mistakes to avoid. Don't overheat. High heat can destroy the delicate omega-3 fats in hemp seeds. Always add them after cooking, not during. Don't rely on hemp oil alone. Hemp oil is healthy, but it doesn't contain the protein or fiber found in whole seeds. For full benefits, use the seeds themselves. Don't buy old or rancid seeds. Hemp seeds should be fresh and stored in a cool, dark place. If they smell bitter or off, they may have gone rancid. Don't expect instant results. Like all real food, the benefits of hemp seeds build up over weeks and months. Consistency is key. 4. What about allergies or medications? Hemp seeds are generally hypoallergenic and safe for most people. But if you have a history of severe food allergies, start with a small amount and monitor your body's response. If you're on blood thinners or have a bleeding disorder, consult your doctor, as hemp seeds are naturally high in vitamin E, which can have a mild blood thinning effect. Contrast. Framing hemp seeds vs. other healthy proteins. Let's put hemp seeds head to head with other popular protein sources for seniors. This contrast will help you see why hemp is so unique. Eggs. Pros. Complete protein, widely available. Cons. Can be hard to digest for some. High in cholesterol. Some people have egg allergies, not suitable for vegans or those with certain health conditions. Whey protein. Pros. High in leucine, fast absorbing. Cons. Dairy-based, can cause bloating or digestive upset, not suitable for lactose-intolerant individuals, often processed with additives. Soy. Pros. Plant-based, complete protein. Cons. Contains phytoestrogens, which some people prefer to avoid. Can be hard to digest. Many soy products are highly processed. Meat and poultry. Pros. High protein, rich in iron and B12. Cons. Can be tough to chew and digest. High in saturated fat, linked to higher risk of heart disease and kidney strain in older adults. Hemp seeds possess complete protein, easy to digest, anti-inflammatory fats, rich in minerals, gentle on kidneys, suitable for almost everyone. Cons: non-significant for most people, may be more expensive than some other seeds, but a little goes a long way. The bottom line for people over 75, hemp seeds offer a unique combination of digestibility, nutrient density, and health benefits that simply can't be matched by other protein sources. The science of longevity, how hemp seeds support healthy aging. Let's go deeper into the science. Why do hemp seeds seem to have such a profound effect on aging bodies? 1. Muscle preservation and growth. As we age, we naturally lose muscle mass, a process called sarcopenia. This isn't just about looking fit. Muscle is essential for balance, mobility, and even immune function. The high-quality protein and leucine in hemp seeds directly combat muscle loss, helping you stay strong and independent. 2. Bone health. Hemp seeds are rich in magnesium, phosphorus, and calcium, 3 minerals that work together to keep bones dense and strong. Studies show that seniors who consume more plant-based proteins and minerals have a lower risk of osteoporosis and fractures. Inflammation control. Chronic inflammation is at the root of many age-related diseases, from arthritis to heart disease. The omega-3s and gamma-linolenic acid GLA in hemp seeds are powerful anti-inflammatories, helping to soothe joints, protect the heart, and even support brain health. 4. Heart and brain protection. Hemp seeds' unique fat profile, rich in alpha-linolenic acids LA and low in saturated fat, supports healthy cholesterol levels and blood pressure. The antioxidants and vitamin E protect blood vessels and brain cells from oxidative damage, which is linked to dementia and cognitive decline. 5. Blood sugar balance. The fiber and healthy fats in hemp seeds help slow the absorption of sugar into the bloodstream, reducing spikes and crashes. This is especially important for seniors who are at higher risk for type 2 diabetes. Transition from science to real-world results. You might be thinking, this all sounds great, but does it really work in the real world? The answer is yes, and the stories of people just like you prove it. In the next section, we'll look at more inspiring examples of seniors who have transformed their health with hemp seeds, plus answers to the most common questions and concerns about adding this forgotten seed to your life. Real-life transformations. Seniors share their hemp seed success. Let's return to the real world and hear from people who have experienced the benefits of hemp seeds firsthand. These stories aren't just inspiring, they're proof that it's never too late to make a change. Helen, 81, from California. Helen had always been active, but after turning 80, she noticed her energy dropping and her muscles weakening, even though she was eating plenty of eggs and chicken. Her granddaughter, a nutritionist, suggested she try adding hemp seeds to her breakfast and salads. Within 2 months, Helen reported feeling steadier on her feet, with less joint pain and more stamina for her daily walks. Her doctor was surprised to see her muscle mass improve at her next checkup. George, 77, from the UK. George struggled with high cholesterol and was told to cut back on red meat. He worried about losing strength, but after switching to hemp seeds as his main protein source, sprinkled on porridge and blended into soups, he found his cholesterol numbers improved and he felt more energetic. I never thought a seed could make such a difference, he says. Fatima, 85, from Morocco. Fatima had always followed a plant-based diet but worried about bone health after a minor fall. Her son introduced her to hemp seeds, and she began adding them to her traditional dishes. Over the next year, her bone density scans stabilized, and she felt more confident in her balance and mobility. These stories echo a growing trend. Seniors around the world are rediscovering the power of hemp seeds, not as a fad, but as a practical, sustainable solution for healthy aging. Frequently asked questions about hemp seeds. Let's address some of the most common questions and concerns people have about hemp seeds, especially for those over 75. Q. Will hemp seeds make me high or show up on a drug test? And no, hemp seeds contain no THC, the psychoactive compound found in marijuana. They are completely safe, legal, and will not affect your mind or show up on standard drug tests. Q. Are hemp seeds safe for people with chronic illnesses? A. For most people, yes. Hemp seeds are gentle on the digestive system and kidneys, and their anti-inflammatory properties can actually help with many chronic conditions. However, if you have a specific medical condition or take blood thinners, consult your doctor before making major dietary changes. Q. Can I eat hemp seeds if I have dentures or trouble chewing? Absolutely. Hemp seeds are soft and can be eaten as is, blended into smoothies or stirred into soft foods like yogurt or oatmeal. They require no chewing and are easy to digest. QZ. How do I store hemp seeds? I keep them in a cool, dark place, ideally in the refrigerator after opening. This preserves their healthy fats and prevents them from going rancid. Are there any side effects? Hemp seeds are safe for most people. Rarely. Some may experience mild digestive changes when first adding more fiber to their diet. Start with a small amount and increase gradually. Building a sustainable routine, small steps, big results. The key to seeing real benefits from hemp seeds, or any healthy habit, is consistency. Here's a simple plan to help you get started and stick with it. Start small. Add 1 tablespoon of hemp seeds to your breakfast each day for a week. Increase gradually after a week. Add a 2nd tablespoon to lunch or dinner. Mix it up. Try hemp seeds in different dishes, oatmeal salads, soups, smoothies, or even sprinkled on fruit. Track your progress. Notice changes in your energy, strength, digestion, and overall well-being. Many people start to feel a difference within a month. Share your story. Join online communities or share your experience in the comments. Your journey can inspire others. Remember, healthy aging isn't about perfection or quick fixes. It's about making small, sustainable changes that add up over time. Contrast framing the cost of ignoring muscle and protein needs after 75. Let's be honest. Many people over 75 are told that muscle loss, weakness, and frailty are just normal parts of aging. But the truth is, much of this decline is preventable. Ignoring your body's changing protein needs can lead to increased risk of falls and fractures, loss of independence, slower recovery from illness or injury, higher risk of chronic diseases. On the other hand, prioritizing high-quality, easy-to-digest protein like hemp seeds can help you stay active and independent, maintain a healthy weight and metabolism, support your heart, bones, and brain, enjoy life with more energy and confidence. The choice is clear. You can accept decline as inevitable, or you can take simple steps to support your body and mind for years to come. Summary: why hemp seeds are the ultimate protein for seniors. Let's recap the key points. Hemp seeds are a complete, highly digestible protein, perfect for aging bodies. They're rich in muscle-building amino acids, anti-inflammatory fats, and bone-supporting minerals. Hemp seeds are gentle on digestion and kidneys, making them ideal for seniors. Real-world stories and scientific studies show that hemp seeds can help maintain muscle, bone, and overall vitality, even after 75. Adding just a few tablespoons a day to your meals can make a real difference over time. Your next step: take action today. If you're over 75 or care for someone who is, don't wait to make this simple change. Pick up a bag of hemp seeds at your local store or online and start adding them to your meals this week. Notice how you feel and share your results with our community. If you found this information helpful, please comment below with your age and where you're watching from. Share your experiences, questions, or tips for healthy aging. And if you know someone who could benefit from this forgotten seed, send them this video. It could change their life. Remember, aging is inevitable, but decline is not. With the right nutrition and habits, you can stay strong, sharp, and independent for years to come. Thank you for watching, and here's to your health and vitality at every age.